Welcome back to MuzZza Channel, where we break down the most brutal, unforgettable, and iconic moments in combat sports history. Today we are diving deep into the heavyweight division to relive some absolute wars inside the squared circle. These are the legendary battles that defined eras, featuring explosive knockouts, bitter rivalries, and sheer willpower. Before we step into the ring and look at the tape, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video if you want to see more epic fight breakdowns. Your support keeps this channel going, and trust me, you do not want to miss the incredible matchups we have lined up for you.
Hey, I'm in control. Hard left hand by Golota. Bowe lands a right. They fire away at each other.
9-1 favoring Holyfield. This morning, it was 3.5.
Best yet from Lewis.
That's right.
We are kicking things off with an absolute roller coaster from 1998 featuring Alex Stewart and Ezra Sellers. If you ever want to show someone what a true heavyweight shootout looks like, this is the exact tape you pull out. From the opening bell, defense was completely thrown out the window. Both of these warriors were dropping heavy bombs, determined to end the night as early as possible. Sellers was showing incredible aggression, but Stewart kept finding ways to survive the onslaught and fire back with devastating combinations of his own. What makes this fight so legendary is the sheer unpredictability of the momentum shifts.
Another good right hand by Sellers. Stewart down again. And a good long look here. He is. And I think it was wishful thinking on the part of Stewart. And now Sellers is letting the hands go. He figures he's got his man beat. I'm not sure. Don't count out that power of Stewart. This is Stewart again. Now Sellers with a right hand drives Stewart off of him. And a big knot on the side of his head, actually. It's up around the temple. And down goes Sellers. How do you like that?
Well, you rarely get these kind of fights, but when you do, you understand why people of heavyweight.
Absolutely. There's a double right hand, a triple right hand, huge punch, and Stewart never did go. The 3 knockdown rule will be in effect, so Stewart could get Sellers down one more time. There's a huge knot on Stewart's temple, but he can still get Sellers out of here if he jumps quickly. There's a left hand. Sellers can't extricate himself from the corner. Down he goes again. What a fight! Still got a ways to go, 30 seconds.
Stewart could go too, though.
Exactly.
That's the right shot.
Exactly. Sellers has no legs. I mean, there's nothing that's going to keep him up. And he is headed for the ropes. That's it.
Every single time you thought one man was completely finished, he would somehow find his footing and turn the tide right back around. It is a brilliant display of heart and raw power that reminds us exactly why the heavyweight division is so dangerous. One clean shot changes everything, and these two proved it multiple times in a single matchup.
You can see that knot on the side of his face is tremendous. Well, you talked about what a tough veteran Alex Stewart was, and you said it, pal.
Next up is a fight from 1996 that will forever be remembered in boxing history, but perhaps for all the wrong reasons. Riddick Bowe stepping in against Andrzej Golota was supposed to be a classic heavyweight showdown, and in many ways it was an incredibly high-level match. Golota was actually putting on the performance of a lifetime. He was beautifully outboxing Bowe, landing crisp jabs and showing brilliant head movement against a feared champion. But the entire story of this fight completely shifted due to a baffling lack of discipline.
Golota again to the body. Hard right hand shot and another. Bowe's taking a vicious storm of punishment. Golota landed a low blow in there, and if he does that a few times, that could get him thinking some negative thoughts. Already he's got to worry about the left eye.
And he's forgetting how to position himself away from Riddick Bowe's uppercut.
Let's go. Step back.
You've been in that shape before. Fight your way out of it. Golota, he's picking up experience.
One thing is for sure, George, as Bowe lands another long right hand.
You knock him down, he's just seemed to have forgotten all about it. Hey, I'm in control.
Hard left hand by Golota. Bowe lands a right. They fire away at each other.
Well, let's see if Golota has the stuff that Bowe had when he came back.
Bowe landed a vicious right hand uppercut, the kind that he couldn't land in the first fight. Riddick Bowe fighting with a nothing to lose attitude now. He was almost gone on this evening, but now he's back in it big time. And Golota stumbles. Golota's never been knocked down, but he will be in a few seconds if this keeps up.
Riddick Bowe now should have a straight right hand. He wouldn't miss, but he keeps going over top.
Hard right hand lands for Golota as Bowe is missing with wide winging shots. He can't stop himself.
The referee should make Riddick Bowe get off those ropes.
Bowe takes a hard left hand shot. Golota misses again with the left that would have done it. Right hand lands for Golota. No room for Bowe to fall down.
The next thing you know, you're out of control.
Hard shots by Golota. Bowe is wasted again. That's a knockdown. That's another knockdown. Well, Golota's got a chance to pile up points here if he can avoid throwing low blows. And Bowe is just looping wild shots, but he's coming back again. Bowe's 29. Hard right hand. Golota ate two right hands. Right hand and then a left too as Golota backed away. But basically this is target practice for Golota, who snaps Bowe's head back again with a right hand.
Good body punch. Now that was not low and it hurt Riddick Bowe.
Counter right landed for Bowe and Golota backs up there.
What else is there, George?
Boy, this is the pain.
Semi-conscious.
Low blows and down goes Bowe again.
Yeah, that's it.
And Cotton is not thinking disqualification.
Despite clearly winning the exchanges, Golota simply could not stop throwing repeated low blows. It was incredibly frustrating to watch such a talented fighter essentially self-destruct in real time. The tension in the arena was reaching a boiling point, with every single foul ultimately culminating in a disqualification and a massive brawl inside Madison Square Garden. It remains one of the most chaotic and bizarre nights in the entire history of the sport.
He did disqualify. The fight is over. Another disqualification.
And it's right. This guy didn't have to go down there. And you can't protect where he's hitting. He's hitting beside that cup. The cup is not protecting where he's throwing.
I think this fight might knock out both fighters.
Moving on to 1989, we have Evander Holyfield taking on Michael Dokes in a bout that set the absolute standard for heavyweight action. At this point in time, Holyfield was trying to prove he truly belonged with the big boys after moving up from cruiserweight, and Dokes was more than happy to test him. What we got was an incredibly fast-paced, high-volume war that looked much more like a lightweight title fight than a heavyweight clash.
And they come out with a furious exchange to begin the second. It's Dokes. It's Dokes' mouthpiece. Dokes pouring in, going to the body. Holyfield, his quickness, able to elude those punches. Oh, and Dokes landed. Might have been a low blow. A right by Holyfield and a left by Holyfield to the head. Now another right by Holyfield.
Holyfield landing clean blows to the head of Dokes. Dokes concentrating on the body. Well, that's what Dokes is counting on with his early attack. Hard attack to the head of Holyfield, who's not fighting back. He's standing still, taking these shots from Dokes, and that can't be good, folks. You're going to be able to tell the effect of those in another few rounds. He's now landing flush to the face as Dokes. Back comes Holyfield with some good shots to the head.
Oh, a crisp right uppercut by Holyfield. Dokes continues to use
should be using that big weight to maul and confuse and frustrate. Oh, he's gotten hurt. He's got Holyfield hurt.
He's got Holyfield in some trouble here.
It will also change his... Oh, great left hook right on the jaw of Evander Holyfield without effect. Oh,
And he comes back, there's Holyfield with a right cross to the head of Dokes. Dokes in the white, Holyfield in the blue. Holyfield doubling up on the jab. And then the right.
no question, this corner set him up.
It's from above his left eye. Oh, and there goes the mouthpiece of Dokes again. Holyfield trying to take advantage. But Dokes is the man punching.
To win this round, they said, hey, you blew that last one.
What an exchange there. Oh, big shot by Holyfield who opens up. Continues to throw punches.
Dokes is taking punches, it's incredible.
Both men stood right in the pocket, trading blistering combinations and refusing to take a single backward step. Dokes was incredibly resilient, eating massive uppercuts and firing back with vicious body shots of his own. But Holyfield showcased that legendary conditioning and unshakable will, gradually wearing Dokes down with relentless precision.
Can they pick up where they left off? It would seem unlikely. How do you keep that pace going?
You don't. The answer is who's going to wear out first and everything in those punches. And they are landing. Dokes had just landed a couple of good shots himself, so it sort of neutralized each other. Both men are just whiling away this round. It's got to be Holyfield's call to come in. Oh, what a shot! Dokes in trouble. Dokes in big trouble. But fighting back. He's terrible shape.
And there he goes into the ropes. Holyfield looks to finish him off. Bridges steps in, and Dokes coming towards us. He's down.
He's out.
He's out. It's over.
This performance solidified Holyfield as a legitimate heavyweight threat and gave fans one of the most technically beautiful brawls the division has ever seen.
And that was inevitable, but what a fight Michael Dokes put up. It just seemed like he couldn't keep taking those heavy punishing blows. Now with his legs gone, he had no way to absorb the punishment except fully on his face. And of course, he went down along the ropes. And he did not fallen, he would have definitely been counted out. And the referee was definitely, had he not counted him out, would have stopped the fight. Dokes was not in any condition to go on. So, Holyfield answers quite a few questions. Has he got guts? You bet.
Finally, we arrive at the year 2003 for an absolute modern classic between Lennox Lewis and Vitali Klitschko. Klitschko stepped up on short notice and immediately brought the fight straight to the legendary champion. The sheer physicality inside the ring that night was staggering. Vitali was landing extremely heavy right hands, shaking Lewis early and proving he was not intimidated by the magnitude of the moment. However, Lewis demonstrated the terrifying power of an all-time great by landing a devastating uppercut that opened up a gruesome cut over the left eye of Klitschko.
Taking this at 2 weeks' notice and gets it with the right hand, and Lewis wants to hold. He's hurt by that. He wanted a hold. Klitschko has got him a bit wobbly here. Lewis is in trouble here in round two. He seemed pretty nervous all week. I had no emotion, he said, when I heard I was fighting Lewis. And yet again, his quick hands troubling. Best yet from Lewis. But Klitschko comes back again, and Lewis, his defense looks a bit leaky tonight.
Well, I think there's definite ring rust there. He's looking slow and thunderous. Well, Lennox is trying to take the fight through Klitschko, but he's walking on the punches as he comes forward.
The longer this goes, it won't get any easier. Another right hand and another one from Klitschko. Klitschko got there with a left hook as well. Lewis is trying to gamble with big shots. He's forgotten the jab, and he's leaving himself really open. He just looks a shadow of himself. And there's a cut now by Klitschko's left. As he turns around, Klitschko is cut by the left eye.
Good work with the jab from Klitschko.
And now Lewis goes for it. Is he going to show championship quality here? Well, There'll be tremendous excitement in the city square in Kiev, where I think 100,000 people were planning to gather to watch this. There's the jab again. Is there a turning of the tide in this round with the cut? Now Lewis starts to find the range with that jab. He walked onto a right hand, Lewis, but walked straight through it, surprisingly. Klitschko going to be discouraged by the injury.
Good left hook there from Klitschko.
He seems to be just the boss, doesn't he? Lewis looking a bit troubled and disorganised as he sacks against the ropes. Is he trying to just play possum a bit and invite? Good left hand from Lewis, turned the punch cleverly. Just being around Lewis, he sensed weaknesses about him. He studied him, fought the fight 1,000 times in his head. Oh, what an uppercut from Lewis! Absolute peach, but Klitschko took that too without going down. Worth reminding ourselves that in his last fight, Vitali Klitschko was the first man to stop the durable. Oh, there's the uppercut again from Lewis, who is showing some championship quality.
Despite bleeding heavily and struggling to see the incoming punches, Vitali fought like an absolute warrior. Constantly asking the referee to let him continue to trade blows, the ringside doctor eventually had to step in and stop the fight to protect him, handing Lewis the victory in what would turn out to be his final professional bout. It was a dramatic, bloody, and unforgettable ending to a truly magnificent battle of giants.
Well, there's arguments. Klitschko shouting no, he can't believe it.
Oh,